This is Movies and Dreamscapes.
Good evening, listeners. Guess who's stepping in for a friend? No. Don't be afraid. It's midnight, somewhere in the world, and have I got a story to tell? If you're good, maybe you deserve another. Stick around. I like the company. Just enjoy yourself. The anticipation must be killing you. Have I got a treat for you? 'Tis the Halloween season, and the air smells delightful. Now, I don't know if you like me to whisper, or if this is fine. You tell me. I mean, I'm not a mind reader. Maybe. But I do aim to please. Sometimes. Let's begin. The signal. There's a frequency on your radio. You probably never noticed it before. That it only appears and everything else goes quiet. It hides between the static, like a whisper, lost in the wind. But once you find it, it's too late. It's already found you. I first heard it while driving home late one night. The highway, empty and endless, beneath the heavy dark. I'd been scanning through stations, looking for something, anything, to keep me awake. That's when I stumbled on it. A faint, distorted crackle. It shouldn't have been there. The dial was resting between two stations. Nothing but white noise. But underneath, just barely audible. Heard a voice. A woman's voice. Help me. It was weak, desperate, as if whoever was speaking had been calling out for hours, maybe even days. I stopped the car, heart pounding, and turned the volume up, but the voice disappeared, swallowed by static. Confused, I turned the dial, trying to find it again, but no matter where I searched, I couldn't catch that voice. Shaking off as a trick of exhaustion, I continued home, but I couldn't forget it. The next night, I tried again, same frequency, same static, but this time, the voice was clear. Please, he's coming. A chill ran down my spine. It wasn't a trick. Someone was there, trapped inside the static, pleading for help. I tried to respond, calling out to the void, but the radio remained silent. Just as I was about to turn it off, there was a sound, a long, heavy breath. It was slow, deliberate, as though someone, something, was listening. Then the voice returned, but different now. Hollow, broken. He's here. I slammed the radio off, heart racing. The room felt colder, as if the temperature had dropped. And for a moment, I swore I heard breathing in the quiet darkness of my home. Faint, barely audible, but unbelievable. unmistakable. I didn't sleep that night. The next day, I couldn't resist. I needed answers. I scoured forums, online threads, anything that could explain what I heard. That's when I found a small, obscure post buried in a forgotten corner of the internet. A warning. The signal is not a voice, it's a doorway. If you hear it, do not listen. Do not engage. It's already aware of you, and the more you listen, the closer it gets. Curiosity turned to dread. I hadn't just heard the signal, I had listened to it. It had heard me too. My mind raced, replaying every second of the encounter. Could it really be something otherworldly? Or was it just a coincidence? Some pirate radio station playing tricks. But then I saw it. Something that made my blood run cold. The signal spreads. You may have heard it, but now, so have they. That night, I stayed away from the radio, but as I sat in the dim glow of my living room, my phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. Help me. I dropped the phone, my stomach knotting in fear. That voice, it was her voice. From the signal, from the static. I tried to block the number, but another text came through. He's here. The lights flickered. I felt the presence heavy and suffocating, as though something was watching me from the shadows. The air grew colder, and that breathing, the slow, deliberate breath, filled the room again. I reached for my phone to call for help. Before I could, the radio, which I hadn't touched, turned on by itself. The static filled the room. It was louder now, more deafening. But beneath it, I heard something else. A low, guttural growl. And then that voice again, fainter this time, almost drowned out. Ran. The growling grew closer, as if it was crawling out of the static, pulling itself into my world. I bolted from the house, heart pounding in my chest, but even as I ran, I could still hear it, the signal, following me, beckoning me back. I don't know how much longer I have. I can feel it. Watch. Waiting. The signal is no longer just in the radio. It's everywhere. My phone, my television, even the hum of the electricity in the walls. It's all filled with static now. It's coming through. And now that you've heard this story, it knows you too. You'll start to notice it. The faint whisper between the channels. A voice calling out for help. A breath in the dark. Whatever you do, don't listen. Don't tune in. Because once you hear the signal, it's already too late. It's coming for you too. Alright. Well, here's hoping you enjoyed that. Like a little interesting tale or two. Do you deserve more? Are you worthy? Well, get a little close. Maybe you should stick around. Or maybe turn around because I'm right there. Just kidding. Little Halloween humor. Alright, listeners. Sleep tight. Until next time.